show, the primetime angle. So let's go ahead and jump into the state of the Lakers. The Lakers punched their ticket to Vegas last night. Big things popping, and they will be taking on the Pelicans as well. And it's a great matchup because it makes a lot of sense. 5 years removed from when Brandon Ingram was sent to the Pelicans. Then a year later, they were able to acquire Zion Williamson. So it never has really came to fruition yet with that duo taking over the NBA like you thought it could possibly be. But it's getting a little close there, and they're a pretty good duo. But last night the Lakers took care of their business. Austin Reeves screaming out the emotional to go ahead and certify that the Lakers had won that game last night. It was a tough game, and it was a little controversial at the end with a missed call by the refs. It should have been probably a jump ball in that situation. But you know what? At the end of the day, there was a lot of things that were going on. It was kind of a chaotic game after a while. And this is why everybody loved it, because they just let him play basketball. It wasn't about calling unnecessary fouls. It wasn't about catering to certain superstars or things like that. Guys had to hoop in this situation, man. And it seemed like defense had returned to the NBA. Like, literally, nobody was letting anybody do anything easy last night in that Suns Lakers game. Now you have a Suns team that had to rely on KD as usual. 31 points last night, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Also, you had Devin Booker, who with his 21 points last night, and then they got 21 from Grayson Allen as well too. And then after that, nobody scored in double digits, and that kind of was the big reason why this team did not win the game last night. They probably needed somebody else to be a significant scorer in this game, and they did not get that. It was a low-scoring game for NBA standards nowadays, 106 to 103. And, you have LeBron. He played 40 minutes last night to ensure the Lakers won this game. He had 31 points as well. He had 3 offensive rebounds to add into his 8 offensive rebounds, 11 assists, 5 steals last night, and this was something nobody had done since Magic Johnson. So, as a Laker, so it was absolutely nuts. And then you have Austin Reeves go for 20 points last night. That was very key to the win. And then you also had AD get his 27. Funny thing is, the Lakers didn't have anybody in double digits past that. Russell did get 8 points last night, but he was on spotty minutes last night. He only played half of the game last night. He played 24 minutes last night. He did struggle 3 of 11, but they kept with Austin Reeves last night, who really did help them win this game. And then Rue was a good bonus last night. It was good to have him back. And Vanderbilt's gonna have to get that jump shot together, man. But he only had 2 attempts last night anyway. And they had no Christian Wood. Like, Christian Wood didn't even play last night. That's kind of odd. But Jackson Hayes was not really much better, but he did get some boards last night. So, all in all, when you look at the game, it was a very defensive game. Both teams did well. The Suns shot pretty good, but they just had too many turnovers. They had 20 turnovers, 10 of those in the first quarter. So it was a tough game for them last night. And the Lakers, you know what? They dominated the boards when it came to the offensive end. They had 21 offensive rebounds last night and 45 in total. But that means that, Phoenix took care of their business on the defensive side. So it wound up being a much, much closer game than it looked at the half, because the Lakers were up 15 points and they were dominating on the defensive end. But, they just had a great quarter. They came back, found themselves right where they needed to be. And, it just winds up being a game that comes down to the final plays, and it just did not go the Suns' way. So the Lakers move forward with a 106-103 win. Thursday night, they open up the series. They open up for the semifinals. They actually aren't opening up for the semifinals in that spot. They're going to be actually the nightcap for that situation. But hopefully they can get themselves to Saturday and either play the Bucks or the Pacers, two division rivals. So this should be a lot of fun. So with that, we're going to move forward to our next topic, and it's going to be the Eastern Conference game last night in the in NBA in-season tournament, and the semis are set. So now you have yourself a very, very fun situation with this. You have Milwaukee